Welcome to the CEN Show, a platform where we learn from the world community. I am your host, Rasaki Maskani. We have Professor Amin Ra here. We have Brother Mashinda. We have Brother Chiwara. And we have Brother DX. Our guest this evening is Brother Hood. Brother Hood is a electronical, well, not electronical, but a technology genius, in my opinion. And so he's been doing a lot of research on different subjects related to technology. So this evening, he's going to talk about AI. I think he briefly, or Brother Hood, was the last show you did, was it AI?
Well, the last show was deconstructing game design. I was going more into games and how they're affecting our youth and how they're being manipulated with some of the games. So AI is in a lot of games. But today specifically, I got a little something different. So this evening, he's going to be specifically speaking about AI.
So welcome, Brother Hood, and thanks for coming. You can go ahead and get started with your presentation, brother.
Thank you. Peace and blessings to everyone on this call and everyone who will check this out and replay on YouTube. It is an honor today to be able to present this information to you. I feel it is really critical and really necessary for more of us in our community to be able to understand what AI is and isn't, and how we can, get control of it and create our own applications and networks to be able to survive in this ever-changing, evolving industry when you're talking about artificial intelligence. All right, so artificial intelligence, and this is kind of like my 2023 year in review. And I am an AI researcher as well as a podcast contributor to the CEN show and a producer as well. And my focus primarily is artificial intelligence and computer science. I also am an educator. I teach advanced placement, computer science principles, game design 1 and 2, and esports. And I'm also the founder of the Business Technology Academy on YouTube channel, as well. I have a Twitter account. You can check that out at x.bustechacademy. And so my thing today is artificial intelligence, and we're going to review some of the achievements and some of the things that happened last year with AI. And so my quote of the day right now is this. And so I want everybody to really understand that artificial intelligence is revolutionizing the way we approach development in computer programs for daily tasks. So the growing conversation revolves around ensuring that AI avoids causing issues. And so it's crucial to maintain control over AI, to incorporate human values into the creation of these systems and some of these products for them to be beneficial to all of us. So we got to stay informed. We must be informed and require people who are making these systems who comprehend them to make them responsible and engage with the AI. So this is what my main purpose is. I just really want everyone to understand some of the major aspects that have happened here. So the topic today is artificial intelligence, but specifically, I'm talking about explainable artificial intelligence. And so last year, there's a lot of movement in the industry, a lot of consensus making about what these different acronyms mean for the industry. Now, this term XAI, what does that mean? It's a set of processes and methods that allows humans to comprehend and trust the results and output created by a machine learning algorithm, because that's what it is. An AI is a machine learning algorithm. And so this term XAI is basically a method that an algorithm follows to make it transparent, interpretable, explainable. And what that means is the model is transparent. So if the process is extract data, extract labels, test it and describe it, and be able to understand what's motivating the AI to work, being able to explain it. And so in this presentation, I'm going to talk about some things and some acronyms that I could see how some things there's some manipulation at play with some of these terms. And so I wanted to really, really focus on what that means when you talk about explainable AI. And so this also leads to two big acronyms that are at play right now when it comes to AI. There's something called artificial general intelligence. Okay, what does that mean? Well, that means that a machine or an algorithm can perform at the level of an average human. And so that is what a lot of people are saying that we're gearing up to, we're headed towards. We're not quite there yet, but that's what this term means. And then there's another term that's being thrown around, which is called ASI, which stands for artificial super intelligence. Now, what does that mean? That means that a machine or an algorithm that performs at a level of an expert human. Okay, so what we're talking about is, I will use a slightly stricter definition for AGI, because AGI means, to me, is also being able to act on the physical world as well. So a machine capable of understanding the world as well as a human, practically in every field, including the ability to interact with the world via physical embodiment, better than a human ever could. So this is where we're going with AI. AI already can write better than any human ever could. And in certain industries right now, there is exposure. As we've seen in the writing industry, people are writing scripts using AI, so you need less people to do it. Now, what's happening is, in the financial sector, there's 100% exposure right there. And I just found out a couple of days ago, Citigroup just laid off 20,000 people. You literally can have AI doing your finances, doing your accounting, doing these kinds of things. And that's what these CEOs are doing now. They're trying to assess what's happening with AI. And so we need to understand what these terms mean and understand what some of these platforms are actually doing and how we can leverage that. Because AI is not something that's just scary. I mean, you can actually, take hold, create your own AI to make things better, make your life better in certain situations. But you got to understand when you're talking about retail and what's happening with AI. So this leads to my topic in the category. So my main categories of research for this presentation tonight deals with healthcare, financial services, and criminal justice. And these are categories that are very critical, because when you talk about healthcare, what can AI do with healthcare? Well, AI can accelerate diagnostics, image analysis, looking at x-rays, it's happening right now, resource optimization and medical diagnosis, improve transparency and traceability and decision-making for a patient's care, and streamline the pharmaceutical approval process with explainable AI. Because in healthcare, you got to be able to explain, or you got to be able to interpret, which is more important than explaining. And I'll touch on that definition in a minute. And so with financial services, you're looking at improving customer experiences. We all call the hotline and you get an AI answering the phone. You can go online, a chatbot is you're communicating with. And so with financial services, you got AI that's, doing loan, credit approval, speed credit risk, wealth management, financial crime assessments, accelerating complaint issues, confidence pricing, investments, investment services. This can all be done with AI. Now, when you're talking about criminal justice, which is really tricky right now, because you can optimize processes for prediction and risk assessment, accelerate resolutions using explainable AI on DNA analysis, because they're using AI right now to analyze DNA, as well as prison population analysis, crime forecasting, detecting biases in training data and algorithms, which really covers the aspect that some of you may be aware of, which is called smart enforcement. Smart enforcement is a term that's used in criminal justice. So that's some of these AIs that are making predictions and making analysis on whether a crime will occur or potentially will occur, or whether a crime has occurred or will occur based on some type of analysis before anybody has ever done any investigation. So this is what's happening with some of this AI stuff. And so these are some of the categories we need to understand, like how some of these decisions are being made. And one other thing I wanted to share about criminal justice, which is happening in law, because I have a brother of mine. He's my cousin, but we call each other brothers. He's a federal attorney, and he told me, I asked him, hey, what's going on in your industry with law? And what's starting to happen right now is lawyers are actually using AI, ChatGPT and others, to write legal briefs and turn them into court. And some judges are actually sanctioning lawyers who are turning in this paperwork. And what they're finding out is the court cases that these briefs are representing are false, don't even exist. And so what's happening is, to save time, some of these lawyers are using ChatGPT and AI, thinking that the AI is accurate in all its facts, when really it could be incorrect and it can hallucinate. And that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about, hallucinations in AI. So when you have these large language models, LLMs, that's what it's doing. It's interpreting the language and it's coming up with its own ideas. And some of these facts may not be facts at all. Some of these could be hallucinations.